What's up, everybody? My name is Steven Sanchez, and if you're watching me, thank you. This is an illustration channel where I illustrate my characters, and hopefully one day I'll create a comic book and put it out, and hopefully you guys will see it and not castrate me. So let's get started. I'm going to be using the G-Tech C from Pilot pens. These are really awesome pens. I did a review about a video or two ago, but for now we're going to go ahead and use my beautiful sketchbook that I created. The Koga Warrior sketchbook is from Sketch. My own little brand here that I'm messing with. It's 140 pages. You can pick it up at honestinproductions.com. That way you can support the channel and we can do some more drawings in this. And I normally like to warm up with a headshot. Look at that. Look how smooth those lines just pop out. Oh, creamy, delicious. Just right here. There we go. All right, so what am I drawing? I don't know yet. It's just priming the pump is how they say it. I like to just throw in a few sketches. Feel my way around. Maybe I could do it like a half body shot over here. And it's kind of like clouds. Just throw crap down and see what lands. This is how I like to character design because I don't put a lot of stress in whatever I'm trying to focus on. Because I'm just doing the quick layouts. So even with pencil, I go about it like this. So I already got a general idea for each one. That way you don't have to feel like I gotta waste 3 hours trying to lay out something. Like just lay out anything in general because the whole point is that it's a sketch. All right, so now let's switch up the pens. Why not? All right, by switching up the pens, I can just add a little variety to color in here. And they're 0.4, so they're thin to begin with. At this point, I would prefer something a little bit thicker in the pen department. That way we can actually get some thick lines down, but at the same time I don't want to use marker because it's gonna bleed right through. I don't have any specific characters since once again I'm figuring it out along the way. All right, and then I'm just trying to give her eyes right here. The fun part about this process is you're not trying to be clean. You're not trying to be in the sense of dirty with your lines. I like to be clean with my lines and just get the readability out. So even if she looks like a robot, that's fine. Because the world of Koga, that's technically what it is. It's a little 50-50. It's a little fantasy, little robotic. It's the age of technology type of deal. And the tech is getting really crazy. And make the characters bald, because I can add hair or equipment or a headdress later. So, all right, cool. So we have something to look at, which is real cool. And then over here, I'll figure out something more sleek. And when it comes to the design in the sense of coloring and the overall look, I've been planning on going more of an anime kind of a look with it. Not in a Japanese anime, but in animated color style. It's a little faster. I can tell the stories more coherently without having to worry about that. I have to spend the next 2 or 3 days, illustrating a page. And at the same time, it'll still look good because it'll have that cartoon look, but not too cartoony. So it will have that mainstream vibe to it. There we go. So now I've tightened up a lot of the muscles. Muscle structure is going to be on him. And I laid back his trapezius muscle. That way it's nice done. Because you can have him poofy, but in this case, this character, I want him more relaxed. Okay. Let's say. Just messing around with the design here. Once again, I do not know these characters that I'm illustrating. This is the first time in my sketchbook. So I'm figuring this out right on camera with you guys. So we have 2 laid out designs. And then for the third one, let's figure this one out. So he's gonna be beastly, right? And when character designing, you do want to kind of get a backstory going, because it makes you feel like I can add more to it. So if I make him more beastly looking, maybe some teeth. So if we want some big old teeth, maybe bug-like towards the back. All right. Hopefully this is readable to you guys, because in my head I already see where the lines are. So I can actually go in with a black marker and tighten these up. Kind of a He-Man-esque type style of character design. Meaning in the He-Man world, the universe where you'd have that crab dude. I don't remember a lot of their names. Even though I did love He-Man back in the day. The cartoon, that is. Okay, so we have 3 layout designs, right? Have something to play around with. Gonna switch up the color again. Back with the black, a 0.4. So we'll figure out what I still wanna figure out what I'm gonna do with her. And with any areas that I have to blacken out, I just use a Tombow. It's easier to do larger blackout areas than trying to do it with a thin 4.4 rather millimeter pen. With those big old anime eyes. There we go. I don't draw anime eyes, it's just something I like to do once in a blue moon. So right now I'm drawing from the wrist, meaning I'm not putting pressure on the tips of my fingers. So for anybody wanting to learn something, then that helps when sketching. You can do this on your final pieces as well. But as you can see, I throw down the lines real quick. It gives that raspy look when it comes to the line work. So it just gives that nice effect of sketch. I said the magic keyword, sketch. Okay. So adding a little pressure gives the lips a little bit more depth. And then underneath the chin, same thing. And you can actually go ahead. You know, like that little puff curl. Once again, it's the future in Koga on planet Diosa. Yeah, I named the planet. So it's on a galaxy far, far away. Even further than the other place. I have the planet all sketched out and everything like that. I'll show it in future videos. But for now, we'll have fun with what we're doing here. Trying to generate these design lines. See, I didn't lay that out, so kind of holding her hair back. And something futuristic here. Maybe like a headdress. What do you think? Like that. There. I like the hair to have a big old craziness to it. Something fun there. All right, let's see. So now I'm just drawing in with the marker, just having fun, building some stuff here. Let's see. Once again, these markers are really fun to sketch with, because it's just like, it feels like I'm drawing digital. Like when I sketch with my digital markers, when I sketch with my digital art pen, I get the feeling of like pressure control. I can just throw that in there and just not worry about a damn thing, because you're having fun, you know. Just darken that up. Pops her out a little bit more. All right, that looks pretty good. Some hair coming out here. A little staccato-y type style. I can give her some long hair. That way it's coming all the way down to the bottom. Make it all dark. Being careful not to cross the lines on the page, rather her face. There we go. Boom. All right, that looks pretty decent. And then to break her up from the background, this breaks her apart from the background. And once again, you can't, those little dots that you see on the page, you can't see them. I mean, when I'm drawing, I thought it was gonna be like a distraction, and I was like, oh man, nobody's gonna buy these books. We already have one sale already, which is fantastic. So once again, for anybody that's either skipping ahead or anything like that, so these covers are extremely smooth. Real quick sales ploy. This is gonna be a limited edition because this is, I was testing out artwork for the product just to see if the product was worth it for me to push it out. And so this is my old Koga Warriors design drawing from 1999. So it's been a while back. This is gonna be a promo. So get it while the getting's good, because then I'm gonna retire it and I'm gonna be putting up brand new covers. Also the hats. I got hats in the shop. I'll put the link in. I'll show you what's going on, and then you guys can check that out. The proceeds help out the channel, and that way we can get more time spent here on YouTube, helping you guys craft out your own stuff if you decide to go that route. We'll zoom in a little closer, that way y'all can see that. It's nice and fun. Give her a little bit of there you go, a little neck twist, a little bit of a collarbone there, and then I can just put some hair up here. Perfect. Cool. And then a little tech stuff over here. Boom. I like it. It's fun to look at. See that? So we got that design done. And then, oh, that's all set. All right, cool. So she's all set. This is how I technically prime the pump with sketches. And hopefully I can do a lot more of these daily in the book. And as we get closer to closing out the cover, in the sense of retiring the cover for this book, what I'll do is go ahead and do some videos and let you know that it'll be retiring soon. But for the most part, I'll keep it there probably for another couple of weeks, and then we'll get rid of it. Now for this one, I want to keep the character sleek looking. Let me see what I can do. It's more ninja based, because the characters in this world have a samurai-ish look, and not a samurai look, a samurai-ish. But at the same time, it's not in the sense of that, you know, like design-wise. It just, I'll put like a little curl here, like on the shoulders, like that. So it gives it that look, that twang look for design. That's a word. Make up my own words, man. Cool. Something like that. Bring this out. So at this point, I chicken scratch. I go ahead and I kind of feel it out. For the girls, they're simpler. You want to give simpler designs. But for the guys, you kind of want to chicken scratch, because there's going to be, whether it be a lot more gear, clothing. I can cover them up halfway if I want to. It's kind of a tropey thing to do when it comes to fantasy pieces. But just like small, not too much. Alright. So something like this. And then this will generate ideas for me in the future. So is it a character that I like now? I don't know yet. I haven't developed enough. But I like to design in big chunks. A, it's faster, and B, you just get the info that you're looking for. Okay, so we got something like that, right? So we have his little tropey thing here. His coverage. He could probably roam the lands. Okay, his eyes, since he's human-ish, humanoid. The whole eye thing, in the sense of the center of the head, has been done to death. cover them up. I have a general idea of who the character is, but at the same time, I haven't had time to design them. And it can also change, so. And that's a world of masks. So let's get his eyes nice and dark. Pops them out just a bit. It's not a bad idea. I could crack this. It's a cracked. All right, we got something so far. There is a Koga symbol that's on the faces. I want to go ahead and kind of give a design, kind of like animals have, where like from the neck, like if you look at a lizard, there's just like their belly, their underbelly, or a alligator. It's white, so I'm reversing it so it's dark in the underbelly. And the mask is broken over here. Okay, so we have something already to look at design-wise. I don't have a name for the character. I thought I was illustrating some character that I already had in mind, but I like to just kind of go fresh and be a little bit more bold with it. So as I'm illustrating it here, you're seeing it for the first time. This is how I tend to go about my illustrations and sketches. You will have the edited version of this, so you don't have to worry about seeing me draw for like 3 hours straight and just staying quiet. I don't really put music on in the background when I draw, unless I'm getting to the final line art. Then I'll put music and TV and stuff like that. But during this stage, I just tend to stay quiet, because if not, it takes me forever. Which is another reason why I don't do this as a live, because when people are having conversations, I kind of want to be in the conversation. I don't want to draw, and that's one of the reasons why I don't really do lives anymore. It takes me forever to just wrap up something. Even right now, as I'm talking, I'm trying to think of the design and draw at the same time, and my brain is doing two things. And I need all that energy to focus on my hand. All right. But once again, it's sketches, so it's not as bad. All right, so we'll go that, and then we'll do that over here. All right, so now we have somewhat of a secondary sketch design here. It's all dark. I can put like straps and buckles and make it all 90s type character, hero-esque with little doohickeys and all that stuff, all the gear that comes with it. All right. And in the comics, I'll actually make them use that. You know, they'll reach into the pocket, pull bubblegum out, and do whatever they got to do. So, all right. Make sure we're on camera. Cool. So we have something designed. Is it perfect? Hell no. Is it usable? Somewhat. Sometimes I look at something this simple in design and be like, somebody might have used that. This is too simple of a design. So once again, it's a first draft, so I can look at it. Oh, you know what? I did use this design. So it's technically my design that I'm copying. Oh. See what I did there? I remembered. That's right. I'm 48 years old, but Daddy remembers. All right. So over here, I remember I have a character that I created called, and it's a stupid name because it's in Spanish. I call him El Gato, the cat. Hey man, I was young. All right, so his name is not El Gato here. He had feline. He looked like a feline. I mean, come on. What am I doing here, right? So that's where the mask was from. Okay, I gotta have him like burnt look. And he had a lot of hair in the old design. So I can probably have him bald up top. Party in the back. More like a main situation. So now he wears this mask because his face is just destroyed. And now he seeks vengeance. In the beginning, I was toying around with the idea of kind of making it goofy looking, or rather goofy story-wise. Kind of like a Samurai Pizza Cats. One of my favorite cartoons. I just love watching it. It's the stories are so dinky that it's just fun. But it's not where I wanted to take Koga. So I had a story to tell at the time, and the story has changed a lot, and I do mean a lot. I've restructured it. So there it is. We have El Gato. It's not his name. Don't worry. It's not his name. We don't know who she is, but we have a character design here, and then we have one down here. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna keep it to these two character designs. And what I can do is add a little to this one. This one I can actually do for like a short or something like that. And because I'm still not done designing him. So I can make him like a vagabond, maybe, or work for hire, bounty hunter. So he's got his blades, he's got his guns. Right. Maybe he's got a flashlight on his blade because it's progressive that way. He believes in science. All right, so we have something like that. Maybe another one in the back over here. And just color this up. Boop. All right, so once again in the shop, honestinproductions.com. Check it out. Hats, limited edition promo books right here. So this bad boy is gonna be in the shop for just a little bit longer, and then I gotta cut it out, and then we'll put in some new stuff. There's also bags, and we'll be getting back to sketch on a daily basis very soon, guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Bye.